11. Too much ammonia. Same title. The Albany Stratton VA Medical Center was under investigation. October 23rd, 2006. I remember Ash was extremely sleepy about 4:30 p.m. this afternoon, but now his condition got worse. Diane, his nurse, told me all he's saying is just a word. I wonder what they are doing to my husband, and there's no way for me to go to Albany. October 23rd, 2006. They gave him too much ammonia in his food. The level of ammonia in his body was too high. And that's why my husband was feeling so bad. Since that never happened to Ash since 2 years, I was wondering what they were doing to him. I was worrying and being stressed because my husband never felt that bad in 2 years, even if his ammonia got high in the past. In other words, it never got that worse. Quote, if your diet is not properly balanced, that is, if it fails to supply adequate amounts of the essential amino acids, sooner or later, this will become apparent as some type of physical disorder. This doesn't mean, however, that eating a diet containing enormous amounts of protein is the answer. In fact, it is unhealthy. And they put him with his bad liver, his sick liver, they put him on a high protein diet. That was the last thing to do. Because the liver is sick and has difficulty processing a large amount of meat. Excess protein puts undue stress on the kidneys and the liver, which are faced with processing the waste products of protein metabolism. Not to mention, by the way, that the Albany Stratton VA Medical Center proteins were, I would not give that to a dog. Continuing to read. And I could not give him, I could not bring him food because that was not possible, because otherwise could really put me in trouble with the VA hospital. So I had to go with what was going on. The only thing that was possible to do is work to get him out, which I did. Continuing to read. Nearly half of the amino acids in dietary protein are transformed into glucose by the liver and utilized to provide needed energy to the cells. This process results in a waste product, ammonia. Ammonia is toxic to the body, so the body protects itself by having the liver turn the ammonia into a much less toxic compound, urea, which is then carried through the bloodstream, filtered out by the kidneys, and excreted. As long as the protein intake is not too great and the liver is working properly, ammonia is neutralized almost as soon as it is produced, so it does no harm. However, if there is too much ammonia for the liver to cope with as a result of too much protein consumption, poor digestion, and or a defect in liver function, toxic levels may accumulate. This is exactly what was happening to my husband. This may put a person at risk for serious health problems, including encephalopathy, brain disease, or hepatic coma, which did happen to my husband, if you continue listening to what happened to us. Abnormally high levels of urea can also cause problems, including inflamed kidneys and back pain. Therefore, this is not the quantity, but the quality of protein in the diet that is important. See Diet and Nutrition in Part 1. I will put the link in the video description. I had to read it because I found it in the web archives because it is not on the internet anymore. So I had to go to the Wayback Machine to get that information. And I want to point to your attention that not only he was on high protein diet, but also the quality of protein in the hospital, at least at Albany Stratton V Medical Center, is I wouldn't give it to a dog. So this is part 11. They caused the fact that he had too much ammonia because of what I just read. Part, I think I will skip that. It's the entire article. You just have to read it for yourself if you're interested. It's about the amino acids, and it's more, I was just pinpointing the paragraphs that were applying to my husband's problems.